Um, yep, it's up. Okay, minor problem. 11 deaths. This is because of Norman, and because of I'm not really sure why, but I get the feeling I'm really bad at the early game, and that's like the most important part of this game. Because the difference between having like 4 deaths and having 11 deaths is easy to not notice, I believe. But well, who cares? I'm not necessarily a big believer in this run, but it's close to the point of like my best run ever, where it got to. And to me, that's enough reason to continue. I have plans for like, let me see, 2 fights, and after the first one actually we do get an encounter. Let me see how likely it is to be Excadrill. It's very likely to be Excadrill. So yeah, let's go in order. First I have to beat a fight. I think I have a good line. It's probably not riskless, but close to. And why am I saying that? I will get to it whenever, like when we get to that point. But yeah, I feel like these mons are really bad for the desert. Some of them definitely are better, but I'm lacking strong sand mons right now. Light score is good, but it's not offensively too strong. Also, as always, my doubles lineup is terrible. Abysmal even. There's not much you can do with that. Okay, Arcanine is going to be holding the Citrus Berry. This is really important. A Cherry Berry for Glide Score. Citrus Berry for Magneton. Cherry Berry for this guy. Wise Glasses here. I always miss them. I don't know why. Okay, Muscle Band. Now let me check the items because I was a bit too fast. Okay, this is correct. So I have to beat the trainer. It's kind of difficult. It's only 3 months, but for it being 3 months, it's very difficult. All thanks to a Stoutland with Sand Rush in sand. It's this one. Also, you have to think about all of these trainers waiting for you in the sand. Like, what's the plan here? Do they really want to be there? Okay, this Livani is Focus Sash, Flail. It's also faster than everything that's not named Infernape. But it doesn't really do anything to Arcanine. We don't want to see a crit though. Just in case, okay. So yeah, with this we get it to Sash, and the next turn we're going Extreme Speed. Burn also works here. It's Overcoat, so Sandstorm won't deal any damage, but it won't be dealing damage to us neither. Okay, so with this we wait Stoutland. Who is fairly difficult to kill. Okay, so it's going to use a ground move because my Arcanine is quite weak to it. We go to our only but very good ground immunity. Okay, now I have to hit once. With what? Don't remember. But with whatever does highest damage, here it's Earthquake, I believe. Yeah, Earthquake. Okay, but Slam this can paralyze, that's why we have a Cherry Berry. Gets a crit, doesn't really matter. I think. Let me check. Okay, I'm like 61. Yeah, nothing C-scale, it's just going to Body Slam again. And even if it did, it's completely safe. Okay, now for the pivot. We go Magneton first. So we want a ground type move on Cloyster. Actually deals less than normal type moves. Magneton here is just a pivot. Gets a crit again. We have Citrus, but it's not for this, it's for switching into Clefable if we end up needing to. -1 Citrus though. Okay, now we go Cloyster. On what should be a Stomping Tantrum. Yep. Which you can see how much it deals. You know, it's going to Body Slam, like always. Icicle Spear. If it doesn't kill, we have Eye Sharp. And we are bringing a Cherry Berry to avoid paralysis. Crit never kills. Okay, there's a kill. I believe that's a bit... Well, it's not cleaner, it's basically the same thing, yeah. If we are lower, it doesn't matter because Clefable sees like Ultra Kill with every single move. Because Cloyster's special defense is ass. Okay, now here's the shaky part of the plan. This has Soft Boiled, so it has recovery moves. And I have no clean kills on it. Focus Blast as a coverage move is really annoying. But it hitting here is, I think, good unless it crits. Oh, I'm dead to Focus Blast crit now. Not all rolls. I have to chip this with Overhit. It can be counter too. Counter would be massive. Because we reduce the potential risk. Oh yeah, if it crits, it's actually bad because we don't have Citrus. Okay, counter is perfect. Now Sand Chip is actually going to be useful here. Because this means it always sees kill into Rapidash. It's going to use Focus Blast. No, it doesn't. It's with crit. Okay, now it can be soft boiled. That's the problem. We go Ape. Ape doesn't die, but if it goes for soft boiled, then we don't kill. Okay, Focus Blast. Never kills. Now Fake Out plus Flare Blitz kills. I know this is leftovers, but the Fake Out chip deals more than leftovers recovery. And Sandstorm damage to us doesn't really matter. This always kills. Never kills us. Okay, clean fight. The risk I mentioned had to do with Clefable clicking soft boiled on the switch. which doesn't like guarantee I lose or anything, but I would need to use my other mons like Arcanine and Magneton. None of them are good against Focus Blast. But Focus Blast can miss, right? So it's like this back and forth between risky situation, not risky situation. It's manageable, but it gets really bad really quickly. So I'm glad they didn't get to that. We can't afford stuff like that happening right now. Okay, now we get an encounter. And because everyone wants Excadrill here, I'm going to lead with Magneton. We're starting to get to a point where the encounters are level up, like high level enough to be difficult to catch. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best Pokemon catcher ever. I don't really like the mechanic and I don't really know how to deal with it. Like, I could learn the mechanic, but I don't play this ROM pack for that. And I do know that it's part of the difficulty, but to me it's the fun part about Nuzlocke is that you get a random encounter from the pool. Or like something that can maybe boom on you, but not something that you cannot catch or you accidentally kill because you don't know how to play the game, right? So we will try our best, but I'm not against like mons dying on this and stuff like that. Okay, it's probably going to be a ground type, right? That's clear. So we need ground resists or stuff that doesn't take extra damage from ground, ideally. Yeah, actually this guy is like the best option I can think of, but it's weak to rock, so we need something else. I don't want to go ape for any of this. Yeah, it has fake out, but it's like too weak, right? Also, it's on the sand. Yeah, let's go with this guy. Really good resistance profile. Okay, we're letting this for Magnet Pool. It's an increased chance to... Like, I'm not sure how it works, but I believe it's a 50% chance to roll one of the steel mons on the encounter table. And if that like goes through, it's only Excadrill here. If it doesn't, then it's the regular table. But yeah, let's hope for the best. Okay, Trumpinch. I mean, it's one of the best options, I think. This definitely has... The good thing is that it's level 17, right? Let me see the moves this thing has. Like, I don't want to be losing stuff because I don't know the moves. You can quickly look at them. Okay, this arena trap. Are we just cooked? Okay, we would be if I believe this is bite, sand attack, bug bite, and mud slap. If it's dig, we are in trouble. Like, let me make sure I can switch. Okay, that's actually just catch it. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, this gives us Flygon. It's not the best mount by any means, but it's a decent one. It's a bit redundant right now, and it's a quad ice resistance. One more. Not resistance, weakness. They have bigger problems now, which is, how do I call this guy? What stupid stuff has happened in like these 3 months? I mean, this isn't ever going to be funny, but it gets to a point where it's ironically funny because you spam it a lot. There's people who get this, there's people who don't. And Excadrill was really good, apart from it being one of the best mons you can get in this game. It's a steel type, which I don't have any right now. Let's do a quick IV check. And nature. Okay, arena trap, sassy. I mean, of course, it's going to get the worst fucking possible nature. We just can't have fast mons in this game. Okay, let me have a look at this. Like, remember the part where Flygon is like 100 base speed, and that's really good because it has speeds stuff. And it uses, I was going to say wastes, no, it doesn't waste, but it uses its stat points in being fast, which is completely invalidated in this mod because every single fast mon is going to be fast. Okay, it's a levitating guy, so that means ground immunity. That's good then. Okay, moves. It did have the Phantom too. Okay, let's see what I get. Okay, you can actually get first impression here if you delay. I think I want first impression, not gonna lie. And Boom Burst. Okay, Boom Burst is a bit too much, I believe. But first impression is definitely good. Does this get U-turn? Yeah, but at level 79, okay, what the fuck is that? Draco Meteor user. Dragon Claw. Stomping Tantrum. First impression, and what else? Bulldoze maybe? Or Rock Slide. I do have a Rock type already. Stone Edge is an option, but I really don't want Stone Edge. Crunch too. I mean, I like speed control moves, so I guess I can keep all those. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so I don't mess this up. Let's first of all save. Okay, so I want to delay until level 44, which means I'm going to give this the Everstone. Okay, quick question. This is Flygon, but does it still learn stuff? If you delay. Like I said, I wanted Bulldoze, Stomping Tantrum, First Impression, and Dragon Claw. It gets every single move. Okay, it's safe, it's safe. I mean, I will still replace moves correctly. Remember, if it evolves, we are able to cancel that action and just reset to the safe. But yeah, I didn't. Okay, Leech Life. That's just worse first impression. Okay, this is actually important. And now we remove the Everstone. And we'll level this up by 1. It'd be Brava. Now we should be able to do that again. Yeah, Flygon. Now 2 more, and we get Drumclaw. Okay, let's see the stats. Really bad speed, like, come on. Also, this is essentially a physical attacker, right? I mean, the AB is decent. Could be better. Could be at least minus speed plus attack. Maybe. Not well. Save. Now, maybe this affects the double battle that's after the next fight. I didn't plan the double because it was actually too difficult. I was hoping maybe the encounter could help. I'm not sure if it does, but we'll see. What am I forgetting? Ah, yeah. Want to export this guy to the card. Very, very important. Like, this is original Hydreigon. You want this to be like a flying type, sort of, but you want it to have 2 other typings, so you give it Levitate and you get the good things, or flying, without the bad stuff. Because there's no like good attacking moves. It's only a defensive typing most of the time. Having said that, I think the next one should be like completely riskless. I don't know exactly why, but it is. What am I missing? Arcanine, I think? Yeah. Arcanine is really good. Like, I'm really dreading the day I have to play without it. It's going to be so bad. Okay. Like this. Items. Hearthstone. You might be able to figure out why. No item, actually, on none of these guys. I mean, technically, it doesn't hurt to be Oranberry. I have enough of those. I need the wise glasses. Orbital a citrus. Kingdra, another citrus. Okay. We're going to see one of the weirdest interactions in the whole game. Well, you won't see it, but you have to deal with it when you plan this fight. Who's this guy? Okay, this guy just has the default dialogue. I mean, he's not wrong. Do we have Cloister? Yeah. Yeah, let's show you what I meant. When we get to the Litmon. This is Shell Smash, Crustle. So it's really problematic because it's going to Shell Smash. There's no like clean way to kill it. It's weak armor too, so it's going to become faster than you. Multi-hit moves correctly activate weak armor, so Cloister here is going to cook for us. But for some reason, people on the Discord server say that it only hits 4 times. I'm not really sure why, but it does it like that. However, 4 times is enough here to kill 100% of the time with the Hearthstone. You'll be seeing how I lower defense and keep hitting until it dies. It would be really funny if it doesn't hit the range or something, or I misequip the item. It's very difficult to judge just based on the damages you are seeing, but yeah, it kind of looks like I'm going to kill with the next one. Should be completely okay. Again, it's a guaranteed roll. Without Hearthstone, it isn't. It's likely, but it's not guaranteed. Okay, that's going to be Sigil Leaf, because like Cloister's special defense is ass, and it has a super effective move. Not that it needs it. But this should guarantee its energy ball. It can be psychic if it sees max roll, but it can also see every single roll of energy ball, right? Now we go Arcanine. Arcanine actually also takes psychic really well thanks to Sandstorm raising its special defense. We don't want to see psychic drop now, so it better be energy ball. I think energy ball has the same side effect. Okay, gets a crit and lowers my defense. That's what I usually call a paid actor, and I still don't die to anything, so I don't die to max roll psychic crit. We click Rock Slide here. It's faster, yeah, but I have the... Okay, gets a crit. And gets the lower... Okay, okay, bro. I guess the Oran Berry here is... it's a bit awkward. Not gonna lie. I'm glad sometimes I do make riskless plans. Because bro got 2 crits in a row with the side effect too. Okay, again, this is leftovers, we don't really care because extreme speed kills. Now my question is, what am I baiting from Pillow Swine? It shouldn't C-kill with Icicle Spear. Like, luckily, this is a special, this is a physical attacker, so my -2 special defense won't be seen. This should be guaranteed Earthquake. This Eviolite, Thick Fat, Pillow Swine, it's basically impossible to one-shot with my box. So the plan is go Gliscor because it's never going to use Icicle Spear, I believe, at my current HP. It's like 27 maximum on the average roll, which is what it uses to calc. If it goes for Icicle Spear, like we super die, so it better isn't. And yeah, every single guy here is just to beat this guy. I'm like completely sure. Okay, it's Earthquake. Now, this is a pivot. We just want to get Earthquake. Like Icicle Spear, sorry. Because it deals nothing to, like, how is this like? I always confuse Gliscor and Cloister. They are like similar names. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't really deal any damage. Let's see how many hits it gets. Gets a crit. Okay, 3. And now, what's the plan? It can curse. That's one thing. This is the one turn it can curse. We just click Razor Shell and hope it doesn't. I think even if it does, it should be... Okay, of course it goes for it. It should be under control though. Hey, we want to go ape now. Why? Because you can stay here. I'm just dead to Earthquake Crit, I'm pretty sure. Let me actually check that. Okay, I'm not, but after sun damage, I am. It can curse again, I'm fairly sure. It's close, maybe. Yeah, no, I think it might not. I think it sees that I have to faster hit KO. It doesn't really need to. We go high score here to pivot, get it to Icicle Spear. Okay, rest. That's actually... I didn't consider that one. Okay, my question now is... It hasn't slept. So what's stopping me from going ape? That it can wake up and kill me. Okay, can I remove the Eviolite now? This should be a guaranteed sleep turn. If it isn't, we'll learn something new and we'll be really sad. Let's remove the Eviolite. Okay, now it can wake up. But we should be able to kill with Ape from here, from this HP. So if it wakes up, it's going to use Icicle Spear. Have a switch to Ape here. Okay, it just sleeps for one more turn. That's going to be the last turn. We have to fake out first to guarantee the range. This is a flinch turn, so it shouldn't... Okay, like it flinches, so it doesn't matter if it wakes up. Aura Sphere kills from here, I'm pretty sure it's a bit close. Imagine it doesn't. I'm 100% dead. It should... it needs to mineral to even... Okay, do you have a chance? Yeah. Like, whatever. I was saying riskless, I'm not sure, maybe I don't have the roller, like the PNG that you use. I actually have it, right? Yeah, I have it. I should have used it. What's here? Mirage Tower, I have to fight like 2 more guys for that, right? Yeah, the double battle and then 1 more. Yeah, in Mirage Tower we get another chance at Excadrill. I still like the Arcanine could afford to take 2 to like crits, special defense lower. I'm sure there's no other mons that can do that there. While also killing, like doing the whole 1v1. Okay, now this will be uncommon for this stream. I'm actually going to look at the fight live. I tend not to do it because I get tired and stuff. Let's try to do it. And for like music, let's go to the desert. It's a double battle. I really hate them. I might not get to a good answer in a reasonable amount of time. But let's try. Okay, who is this? It's trainers. Okay. Trainers. Like this. Okay, there's a really annoying double battle here. It's of course on the sand, and this is like Gigalith's chance to shine. it has really good stats. The only bad stat is speed. But it min-maxes really well, like 25 speed is a really good number. It's lower than everything else, but you are already going to be slower, so why care? It's kind of bad special defense, but on sand, that weakness is mitigated. So why am I saying everything like all of this? Because it's impossible to one-shot. Like the only way to one-shot is to use low kick on a strong bone or stuff like that. I don't have any of those. I don't have a guts fighting type. As you can see, the average super effective strong hit deals a bit more than 50%. Why does that matter? It has a citrus berry, so good luck removing this in 2 hits. I've played with, like, actually these are the mons I was looking at. I'm trying to calc this one. Earth Power from Seismitoad. 2 shots some of the time. I don't remember the exact chance, and I might look it up again. I have a script that calcs 2 hits, well, any hit chains with citrusing, like taking citrus into account and all of that, and gives me the chance that I kill. It takes crits into account, so it's usually a bit higher than the expected value, but it's not that high because crits are not likely. So yeah, I'm just running, I'm like making sure the input is correct. Okay, these are the rolls with South Sun 2. It kills 92.5% of the time. Like, that's okay, but it's far from guaranteed. If it was like 99% or something like that, but it's 92%. And it's a double battle, so it's even worse. To make things worse, the partner is a Maractus. It's a cross type, as everyone knows. Water Ground doesn't really like seeing grass type moves, so it's really difficult to do anything about this. The news is that I have Flygon, but it doesn't seem to be good here. Well, it's really good into the Gigalith, like it resists every single... It sort of resists... Well, it just resists rock and is immune to... It's like Gliscor. So I have 2 Gliscors. This gives me more pivots to tank Gigalith's moves, which is good because then I can try to focus the other side, maybe? Let's see. So yeah, Maractus gets one-shot by a lot more mons. The main problem is that the only mon that one-shots Maractus and doesn't die to Gigalith is Ape. Like you can see here. It's really funny. Also, this is clear body, so even if you had an Intimidate mon to get those killing rolls away, it wouldn't help. Ape, because it's part fighting, it's neutral to rock, and that makes it survive. It's of course dead to crit, and rock's Stone Edge is a high crit chance move. But the idea here is to avoid being targeted, so that it does. We need something else that is threatened by Gigalith. And because we don't have a fake out user, that's not Ape. Like, because Ape is the only one that kills Maractus, and we don't have another fake out user, we have to be distracting Gigalith with pivot mons. So for example, we can lead with this guy, who, yeah, sees a kill with Backbuzz using the silver powder, but why would I even care? And my question is, what do I want to do here? Because Maractus has Spiky Shield, and let me check something on the AI. I'm pretty sure there was somewhere that said that Protect is less likely the first turn it's out, or like the opposite. No, if it's the first turn out, but it's not a double battle, so in double battles it's perfectly possible that it protects. We should show this a kill to be safe. That's the conclusion. So the only way to show a kill, I mean, we can. I think I can use Cloister for this. Cloister has a really good weakness profile. It baits Stone Edge at a really high amount of HP. And then it baits... Well, yeah, it baits Energy Ball and Weather Ball. What am I saying? Marctus is just going to die. Ah, yeah, I want it not to protect. So then, yeah, no, I'm saying the correct stuff. Okay, yeah. So it's going to be Cloister. Then I'm going to pivot only Gigalith, so only Stone Edge. Something has to tank it. The only mons that do it, as you can see, there's nothing that walls it, so it deals so much damage that even resists take a reasonable amount. But I have a lot of resists, like stone resists. Well, not stone, rock. I tend to call types whatever I want. Okay, like all of these guys should be decent at switching into... Oh, not close, not 5-car. Ah, yeah, because it's neutral. So then Flygon is the guy. Or even Magneton. The thing with Magneton is, does it bait Sandtomb? Yeah, but it also baits Body Press. It's very difficult to control what this thing is going to do. Flygon just doesn't bait any more moves. Gliscor sort of baits another one. And this guy is really good, but we don't want to. It doesn't bait anything and we want to preserve it for later. The other problem is that Gastrodon is going to come in and see that it kills with both of these moves. Which is really annoying, to be honest. Okay, no, because it's a double battle. Okay, that saves us here. It's going to see that it kills with only Earth Power. So we have to go summon that resists it or is immune and then bait something. I think Flygon and Gliscor are actually very good at that. Then I have, like, I have to switch this guy on the first turn to something that resists rock. Let's say Flygon. And then on the next turn, yeah, but it can't be Flygon. Okay, let's do something else. Because what other I'm thinking about my other options. I can also go for the play where I fake out Gigalith and kill this with a different mon. In this case, with Orbital. Ah, yeah, but they have to show the kill. No, I can do this. Yeah, I will having dementia along this whole process. Okay, this is fixed for now. This guy's waiting on Stone Edge. On the first turn, I have to kill Maractus and like tank Stone Edge with something that baits something from Gastrodon, but hopefully also baits something from... Okay, so with something, sorry, that doesn't bait... Yeah, everything baits from Gastrodon. So let's I think this is the easiest mon that gets moves from Gigalith, but tanks Stone Edge. And only gets moves that are really easily resisted by my flying types, levitating types. Okay, so on the second turn, I will be switching Ape to something that flies. add Magneton to something that flies. Yeah, that I don't really like that. That's actually ass. Okay, what about tanking Energy Ball and Water Ball from this guy with Magneton? It's definitely doable. The question is, am I dead to... Okay, no, I'm not really. I'm really dead to double crit. I'm willing to accept that risk. Okay, so hear me out. Wait, what am I doing? Let's recap. I don't want to have my two levitating types at the same time. So I can... I can fake out... who? I'm not sure, the Maractus is actually really weak. I think I might prefer to leave it alive. But the only one that threatens Gigalith properly is Seismitoad. What if I give this guy the Soft Stun? Like, it's respectable damage, don't get me wrong. While also being really healthy against Maractus. Okay, what about keeping Maractus busy? And both Maractus and Gigalith, actually, if I can. Okay, let's do it with... I get a free turn if I want to. I know everything's all over the place with this calc session, but it is what it is. Okay, let's late Flygon with the Soften. But this is like almost always a 3-hit KO, if not always. Oh, let's run the... I have the script. I don't have to wonder. I can simulate Citrus. I'm quickly... I have to also get the crit rolls. It would be really good if there was some way to make this Stomping Tantrum miss or some sort of tech. Okay, this kills 14% of the time. I think this is like chance to crit. Like this assumes a crit, I think, but any of the two hits can, and maybe max roll helps. I'm not sure. Okay, my other play would be to hit it with something that deals less than 50% and then try to burst it. But what if I crit? It actually works out really well, right? If you want it to be higher than 50%, you're going to hit it with something that deals like 40 to 49%. If it crits, then it's going to deal 50% more, which is going to be about 20%, which leaves it almost the same after Citrus, a bit higher. But then imagine you hit it with this guy. This has a really good margin. Okay, having said that, which is the damage? Okay, this deals too much. And Gliscor also deals too much. What about this guy? Is this the same exact range? 59.3%. Yeah, it's the fucking same range. I don't like that. Also, it's super dead. So double up. Okay, let's go back. Hit Flygon with the soft stone. Hit Gigalith every single chance I get. show this guy and this guy a slow kill. Well, no, actually a fast kill to this guy. Just so Flygon isn't targeted. Then on a guaranteed rock type or grass type move, you go... Okay, it deals too much to Light Score, that's the problem. Who tanks both? Okay, Magneton, right? Yeah, Magneton. So you do this switch as you are also hitting Gigalith. This procs the Citrus Berry. And you have a kinda low Magneton. Or it depends, right? Stone Edge can miss. And if it misses, it will be sort of high. High enough that it doesn't show kill to Maractus. It will still show kill to Gigalith, like... Not all of the time, most of the time. I can't really pre-damage more. Okay, is there some way to guarantee it's Weather Ball from this guy? 50% or Beetle? Yeah, but then it can be Rock Slide. Do I care? A bit. Is there anything I can do? I don't think so. But yeah, on 2 rock type moves, I can go to this guy. Take a lot more than I would want to. But I hit Gigalith for... Okay, no, let's go back. Let's go back. I'm hitting Gigalith once. Then this guy, and this guy target this guy, who goes here. What about going here? 31. This is too much crit damage. Who else resists rock? This guy, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is a 30% plus... Okay, so 45%. But then it's a grass type move. Do I have any grass? Well, I have this, right? Okay, let's think about that. Because this guy is completely useless, so it's also really good that it doesn't do anything. Because it's a good pivot then. Okay, in this switch I hit this once. Also, let me make sure, but yeah, Flygon completely walls Nidoking. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm switching, and this is hopefully... Okay, this shows body press kill. I will have to work out the ranges, but assuming the average case is going to be at like, I don't know, 50% for like 50 to 60%. Let's say 45 to 55 because of sand, like sand chip. And at 55% it doesn't really bait anything. We would need to pre-damage a bit so that it's at 40% or less. That way it baits body press and energy ball. We want flying type that doesn't tie to this combo. I'm saying that Gliscor does it. So we come to Gliscor as we hit Gigalith for the second time. And then the next one, Maractus should see kill with Energy Ball, right? As we deal the finishing blow to Gigalith. So Gigalith isn't going to attack. We are going to get hit by... We can assume random move in case of risk. Who tanks any single move from this guy? Arcanine. Ape. And even this guy. But this guy needs an item to survive Sunship after that. So let's for example go... I'm not sure because the battle is not over. Okay, that's more complicated than I thought then. Okay, maybe if we... Let's assume it's going to be Energy Ball and nothing else. Then as we kill... As we kill Gigalith, we switch to Rapidash on an Energy Ball. The next turn, we can kill this with this. Okay, but this dies to Drill Run. Okay, we can actually show a kill with Water Ball plus. That's good by me. Okay, let's work out the ranges so that it always shows kill to Maractus, Weather Ball, and Nidoking Drill Run. That way I can go back to a flying type, click Bulldoze, then on the next turn Nidoking isn't playing because it's just dying. As I kill Maractus with something else. Something that can take ground plus, so something that flies. Okay, so not this guy. Also, this guy would be a bit lower than expected. Okay, what can take a Water Ball and Drill Run? Okay, Kingdra can perfectly do it. Yeah, Kingdra's go. Just go Kingdra. Okay, now my question is, can we beat Gastrodon with this combo? I'm not sure, I don't know. Also, I'm thinking, and I'm not sure. Like, let's rerun the turns. So this will be fast. Hit this once as we switch this to this. This will be low enough to show kill to Maractus, so 50%. This guy tanks really well. Okay, what about Muscle Plant this guy? Okay, it might be a bit stupid. This actually, I think this gets it. Let me input this range. Not always right. Let's see. It doesn't really matter here, but my calc requires it. Okay, 98.63% of the time. That's some odds I'm willing to run. Okay, let's change it. Then say goodbye to the other plant. The other plant was really bad because then you have to deal with Gastrodon with 0 grass types. Like I only have hidden power about its Rinto Berry, so I don't even want to like 2-shot with this. And it deals more than ideal. Well, almost the same amount, but it has like Storm Drain and yeah, I have to switch in, has Recover too. Really annoying mon to play against. You really want it to be a 2v1 by the time this guy comes in. Okay. So we want something that baits Energy Ball and Stone Edge. Okay, now we can actually use Flygon for this task, I believe. Not really. Right, something that takes a lot from fire. Okay, maybe this then. This takes good damage. Good damage. Yeah, but it's a problem where it doesn't deal quite enough. It's really difficult to judge with when you calc against Stone Edge. Okay, what I can do then is show it Elite Magneton, which then gets me Body Press or Sand Tomb and HP Fire. At 47%, it's always going to be that. This guarantees moves that always hit. And on Fighting type or Ground type and Fire, we can go to this guy, who takes minimal damage. Minimum damage. Well, not minimum. Let's see how Gliscor deals with it. Less from Gigalith. Okay, Gliscor is definitely better here. So this is how we hit Gigalith for the first time. With Muscle Band, remember. With a Black Belt, this would be over. And then on the next turn, we aren't going to... Like, Gigalith isn't attacking for us, in our opinion. So we kill it. And the thing is, we should show Maractus a kill with Energy Ball. So let's work out the pre-damages so that we show that kill. Then, Nidoking comes out. On the next turn, this will be. So, this is kill with Energy Ball. We can go to something that resists it. Not Flygon. I don't know, something that resists it. We need to reposition it here, that's clear, right? But Flygon will be part of it, because it's the one that kills Nidoking. Okay, we have to dodge. Energy Ball. Ooh. Ultra Wall's dead. Okay, all of this, guys. Ape might be good here because it's Fake Out. And with Fake Out, I get some tempo. Okay, this is as I kill Gigalith. On an Energy Ball, I go here, for example. Then on the next turn, there's a Nidoking in front of me. And this guy's basically useless. So we have to switch this guy out for Flygon, for example. Doesn't need to be Flygon, I mean. And then with Ape we can easily bait Drill Run. I mean, we can sort of bait random move, not Flamethrower, from Nidoking. There are secondary effects. So what's the other one? Because nothing really targeting this guy. We pre-damage decently. Do we want to pre-damage decently? That's the other question. Okay, if there's something from Nido King that kills Pangoro but not Maractus? Not really. There are overlapping ranges. I can go Magnet on though. Not really. Okay, so I switch shape into Energy Ball. Can I switch Magneton into Energy Ball? I can. Like, I can absolutely do that. Okay, then neither King won't be seeing kill on this guy. Yeah, the King is kinda annoying. If it goes for a move, it's going to be Flamethrower on Gliscor or Poison Jab on Pangoro. Okay, so Gliscor then goes to Ape, because Ape also takes like Flamethrower really well. And Pangoro goes Flygon. Yeah, but Flygon takes Flamethrower really good. The thing is Energy Ball, right? Okay, so we will Flygon here. On the next turn, it depends on Ape's HP, but I'm pretty sure we can just fake out Stomping Tantrum the Nido King, as Maractus doesn't do anything that's threatening. I mean, I'm not really sure about that because Weather Ball kills Ape if it crits. Ape who will have taken a Flamethrower and an Energy Ball, both of which can leave it at enough HP. Yeah. Okay, my other play is to play it safe and go Bulldoze here on my other mon, switching to... Yeah, I can show, I mean, it will show kill with Run&Bun, so we go with this guy, who will only take ever an energy, like a Weather Ball. Yeah. As Flygon clicks Bulldoze, and then the next turn it clicks Stomping Tantrum, killing Nido King. It's immune on the Bulldoze turn, this guy. And I will be faster, so we only have to worry about attacks from Maractus that can be Energy Ball perfectly. Like, that can perfectly be Energy Ball. We go to this guy. And as we kill Maractus, we can switch to Ape, for example. And then 45 plus... Yeah, we super kill. Okay, I think this line might work. Maybe? I hope. So let me actually try to write it down. This is being a really long planning session, but it's a double battle. What do you expect me to do? Okay, I'm writing. First turn, imagine Pangoro doesn't hit the range. Like, that would be crazy. Pangoro. Well, Flygon is proving to be useful when planning this fight, so I'm glad. Okay, the first turn. Also, writing my plan for doubles is usually a lot more difficult because I have to write everything, like which ones are in which turn out from my team and on the enemy's team. So Pangoro and Magneton are out. Pangoro break Gigalith. Magneton baits. Okay, what does it bait? We're going to make it bait Body Press or Santum. And HP Fire. Essentially HP Fire. Which means 54 HP. And that's like 47.7%. Then Magneton goes Gliscor. Okay, then on the next turn we are in Gliscor, who has taken an HP Fire and like nothing from this guy. We want to bait Energy Ball. Right? I think that's the objective. So to bait Energy Ball, let's write the mons first. Well, of course, first, Pangoro will break Gigalith on the second turn and gets the KO. We want to bait Energy Ball on Gliscor, which means that HP Fire, because this can be Santum, HP Fire on only HP Fire has to leave us at 58 or less, which means 58 plus 27, which is 65, 85 HP. 85 because there's no Sun chip, we are ground type. Okay, what can happen? Crits, also that this hits Body Press. It doesn't quite deal enough, right? 11% more. Well, yeah, 11% more actually baits Water Ball. Do we care? A little bit. Not that much, luckily. Let's note it down. We bait Weather Ball at 52. And Energy Ball at 58. Okay, these are really... This is probably going to be a random move. It's inclined towards Energy Ball, but we have to assume the worst. Okay, third turn. Pangoro. And... So, wait, we go... Gliscor goes Ape. On the third turn, we have Pangoro and Ape out against Nidoking and Maractus. Okay, the idea here is Nidoking always will see a kill on Ape. It always say that kill. We might have to make sure, right? Okay, no, it does because of Sun Chip. Nidoking sees locked on Ape, and Maractus sees... What does Maractus see? Maractus sees Weather Ball if it crit. Doesn't really see anything. Maractus sees sort of nothing. But we go from Pangoro, who might take... Okay, here's where I did like the chances. Pangoro is taking a Poison Jab or an Energy Ball. Ape is taking a Weather Ball and a Drill Run. So Ape goes to Flygon. Okay, what are we doing here? I don't really remember. Let's write it down, and then I don't remember doing this, but I just forgot. So Yeah, Pangoro just goes to Flygon. Flygon can take a poison jab perfectly. And then, what does Ape do on this turn? Here is where I said that Magneton can actually tank Maractus again, right? Yeah. And it tanks crit too. Okay, so Gliscor goes Magneton again. The problem with this is that then Nidoking says fast kill on Magneton with probably every single move, but Drill Run and Flamethrower mainly. Okay, so the one that switches to, yeah, because this guy says kill on Magnet. So, okay, everyone says kill on it. Sees fast kill on Magneton. Maractus also sees kill. Okay, then Pangoro isn't going to be targeted, right? What it can do here... We'll see what it does. But... Magneton goes Flygon. That's obvious because here we are tanking HP Fire. Well, not HP Fire. We're probably tanking random move. It depends, right? No, it's completely random move. And Flygon takes more than I wanted to take from Energy Ball. This isn't the plan. Well, let's try to make this work. Okay, Pangoro is kind of there without actually doing anything. Can we get Nidoking into Bulldoze range? Bulldoze from Flygon is 55%. Okay, we definitely can with a crunch. Okay, so we can crunch the... we can crunch the Nidoking. Also because of this, I think we don't need the item, we can afford to go Citrus. Okay. We click. On the next turn we are Pangoro and Flygon against Nidoking and Maractus again. Okay, now what happens? Nidoking is dead, but it gets a chance to attack. And Maractus doesn't see... yeah, it's a worst case scenario, we don't control the AI in any way. Okay, that's not good. Let's rethink the turn when we go Magneton. Like the turn where we kill Gigalith. We want to bait... well, we bait Weather Ball and Energy Ball. Gliscor goes Ape instead. So then we have Pangoro and Ape against Nidoking and Maractus. Okay, what happens in this case? Don't see anything on Pangoro. And Maractus... yeah, Maractus is kind of free to do whatever it wants. But we can't really stay with Ape because we might have taken Weather Ball. So what we are going to do here is assume both are attacking and reposition. Okay, let's go over this again. Ape is going to bait drill run from Nidoking. And Pangoro, Ape can also bait 50% of the time Weather Ball, while Pangoro baits potentially Energy Ball. What is the best play here? Okay, Pangoro. With the Energy Ball, we can go Orbital. Maybe. Okay, we are going to go to an immunity and take a Weather Ball. That's like super takeable, right? Yeah. It's funny how the fucking Nidoking is faster than both my levitating ones because I minus speed on both and it's plus speed, but well, let's not talk about that. Okay, who tanks a Weather Ball better? Flygon by a lot. Like by a lot. And Pangoro is baiting Energy Ball. Then I'm not sure, man. Okay, we can do something. We can go from Pangoro to Magneton. And from Ape to Flygon. That way we are baiting stuff with Magneton, like we're baiting absolutely everything. Then Magneton plus Flygon against Nidoking and Maractus. We actually have Flygon out now. Okay, so Flygon is going to try to click Bulldoze. Let's see if we can. And I say that because Nidoking's just kill with a lot of moves. Every single move probably. Maractus probably also sees kill with every single move. None of my mons safely switch into it. Okay, unless we go Pangoro here. Are we cooking if we do that? Not really, right? I mean, it lives both non-crits. It's by no means safe. We would want to hold this guy, but we can't. Okay, so let's change the plan. And instead, really try to kill with Stomping Tantrum. What's the... It's a 50%. I don't really want to play a 50% odd. Like 50% odds. Okay, yeah, the Magneton switch isn't that good. Where Pangoro Ape against Nidoking and Maractus. Okay, Ape will be switching into this. I kind of hit a roadblock here. I've lost my line. I think I was one turn off on that first idea that worked. Like, I was probably assuming the turn where I kill happened immediately, like, and then I had one more turn with Pangoro. Pangoro is really good at killing it, but it completely fucks up tempo. Okay, but what about pre-damaging Pangoro so that it baits Energy Ball? Is it possible? I mean, it kinda is. Because it takes... I mean, not really, right? It takes 8 or 9 from sand. Ah, yeah, but we can take both sand and poison. We can pre-poison. Okay, then we can get into Energy Ball range with Pangoro. We can actually play that. We can make it get in range on the same turn that kills. Okay, I'm going to do something. I know it's really anticlimactic, but I'm going to end the stream here. I will think about it, probably not today. I will note this idea, this pre-poison idea, and let's see if I get any ideas. I tried. There, it's close. It's by a lot closer than before. Like before means before catching Flygon. But it's not quite good enough. There's this problem with like both mons is that it's that none actually resist grass. They take too much from Energy Ball. And let's not even try to consider it lowering my special defense. So yeah, let's try the day today, which was good. I like planning fights sometimes in stream, but that's everything for today. Bye.